Good morning, guys. Welcome to the channel Algo Optimizer. So today we are tackling LeetCode's problem of the day, which is nothing but smallest missing non-negative integer after operations. Okay, so let's quickly understand the problem. So we are given an integer array nums and an integer value. In one operation, we can add or subtract the value from any element of nums. Okay, and example is given here. And the max. See, this is the very like the heart of this problem or the most if we don't know max then हम problem को समझ ही नहीं पाएंगे solve ही नहीं कर पाएंगे okay तो the max is nothing but what it is the smallest missing non-negative integer in whatever set you are taking. For example is given here, so let's just first understand this max. Okay, so what is max? As it is mentioned in here, it is the smallest missing non-negative integer. Okay, so what? Suppose you have set this -1, -2, 0, 5, 3, 1, 10, whatever. So you have to start from the 0 only. Okay, so you will look in this max whether 0 is present in or not. Okay, so 0 is present here. So 0 it is there. So we would go for 1, 0 plus plus, which is nothing but 1. So we would check for the one, like if it is present in whatever set we are taking or not. So one भी यहाँ पे present है. So one is also present here. So we would go for 1 plus plus, which is nothing but 2. So 2 यहाँ पे present नहीं है, ठीक है? 2 is absent. So our answer would be what? So max of whatever set we have taken would be nothing but 2. So this is the max. See here, example is also given. See, -1, 2, 3. Okay, -1, 2, 3. Like I am taking this example. So see, we have to start from the 0 only. So 0 is even 0 is not present. So our answer of this max of this would be nothing but what? 0. Suppose if 0 is present here. So now we would go for what? 0 plus plus, which is nothing but what? 1. So now after like adding 0, so this is our new set -1, 2, 3, 0. So 0 is present here, so we would go for 1 and 1 is not there. So our answer would be max of this set equals to 1. Suppose 1 is also present here. So now we have 0, we have 1, so we would go for 2. So 2 भी है यहाँ पे, so 2 is present here, so we would go for now 3. So 3 भी present है. So after searching 3, we would go for 4. So 4 यहाँ पे present नहीं है, so max of this whole new set would be 4. So see, this is max. Simply, this is the max. Don't think any extra or anything. This is the simplest explanation of max. Okay, whatever smallest missing non-negative integer you find starting from 0, so that would be nothing but max of your whatever set you have taken. So we have to return the maximum of max of nums. Like in this question, our max of this set, it would be nothing but it would be our nums array. So we have to return the maximum of max of these nums, and for that we can do certain operations. So what operations? So see, if we take any arbitrary element nums of I, so we can do add or subtract the value in one operation. Okay, it is given in the question. In one operation, we can add or subtract value from num, and see, after applying the mentioned operation any number of times. Okay, so we can use any number of times this operation. So see, we can transform num of I into plus or minus n into m into, suppose let's say m and n would be confusing because we would use it for size. So see, k into value. Okay, so in one time, so one time means in one iteration. Like suppose this array is here, and we are at current this index ith index. So एक बार में हम इस nums of I जो है उसको हम k into value plus or minus, ये कोई भी वैल्यू हो सकती है, इसमें हम ट्रांसफॉर्म करके नया nums of I we can get. Okay, so after doing all these operations, what would be our maximized max? It is simply asked in the question. So let me just let's go through this our test case. Okay, let me just quickly paste this test case here. See, this is the test case. So our array is nothing but what? 1, -10, 7, 13, and 6 and 8. So suppose this is 1 is already here, -10. So if I do plus 5, -10 plus 5 two times, so this would be our one transformation. This would be nothing but what? One transformation. And it would become 0. So 0 is also present here. Okay, 0 is here. So 7. So if I subtract 5 from 7, so it would 2 would be also there. Then suppose it is 13, next element is 13. So if I do 2 times subtraction, like 13 minus 10, so 3 is also present here, 6. So 6 is already there, and 8. So again, 8 can be transformed into what? 3, 8, and whatever, like 8 plus or minus 5. Okay. So see, we would go for, as I've explained, what is the max. We would firstly go for this. So 0 is also there, 1 is also there. So we go for next 2, 2 is also there, 3 is also there. So 4. So 4 cannot be like found in the array. 4 is not there, we can see it. So max of this set would be what? Nothing but 4. ठीक है. तो जैसे कि let's take this another test case. See. Hmm. It is. So this array is given here, and value is given as 7. Okay, so 1 is there. If I add 7 two times, so see, in the max negative element, whatever negative element comes, it adds no value, because we will look for positive number only, like 0. We will start from 0 only. So any positive number is there, so there can be chance like our max can be greater than or positive that number, or less than that positive number. But if this negative number occurs, then it would be always greater than this number, because we would start from 0 only now. So see, we have to transform this 10 into positive number by using 7. So we can add 14, so it would become as 4. Okay, so 7, so we can directly subtract 7 from 7, and it would directly become 0. 13, so 13 can be transformed, 13 can be like, it could be 13, it could be 13 plus 7, which is 20, it could be 13 minus 7. Okay, so as much as it could be transformed into this. So see this 6, so we can directly put it as 6, this 7, this 8, next element 8 can be 8, also 1, also 8 plus 7, as it's okay. So now we would look for our max of this whatever array. So 0 is there, 1 is there. So 2. 2 we cannot form the true by the help of this operation. So our answer would be what? Max of this array would be nothing but 2. Okay. So see one intuition, like what we can do. See, if you have a value, if you have 0 to value minus 1, all the element present in this, suppose you have infinite supply of this element. Okay. So you have infinite operation, infinite element, suppose, let's just assume. And you have this 0 to value minus 1 operation, like suppose value is 7. So you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these element present. You have all these element, and you can do as much time as you want this operation, infinite times. So your transformed array, what it could be? It could be 0, 1, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now you will add plus 7 in this, it would become 7. Plus 7 in this, it would become 8. Plus 7 in this, it would become 9. Plus 7 in this, it would become your what, 10. And plus 7 in this, it would become, sorry, plus 7 in this, it would become what? 11. Okay, so you have generated all the values up to this from 0 to 11. Okay, so again, since we have infinite supply, again we will start from here. So we'll again plus like the value which is 7 from this next element 5. So we can get 12 plus 7. So we can get this 13 plus 7. So we can get this 14. Okay, so this is the basic idea. So we have just have to look for what? The nums of I and the modulo of it, which value. This is the main we have to look for, okay, in the array while traversing. So see, in this test case itself, see this is 13. So 13 is there. So you directly I would do modulo 5, which is nothing but 3. 13 modulo 5 is 3. So our base is 3. I cannot subtract further 5, because it would like 3 minus 5 जो है वो नेगेटिव हो जाएगा. तो हमको 0 से काउंट करना है, तो 3 मैक्स में नेगेटिव वैल्यूज का जैसे मैंने बोला कोई ऐड मतलब कंसिडर ही नहीं होता. ठीक है. So 3 would be our base for this 13, and 3 we can add 5 and we can get 8, plus we can add 5 and we can get 13 and more. Okay, so 3, 8, 13. For let's say this is 6. If I take 6 value, then 6 mod 5 would be what? It would be nothing but 1. So I can get 1, 1 plus 5, which would be nothing but 6, 6 plus 5, which is nothing but 11, 11 plus 5, which is nothing but 16. Okay, so these I can get, but so I can get this, but I just have to find the module of it. Okay, if once I find the module of it, from that I can simply just plus 5 ऐड करते करते हम और सारे के सारे सीक्वेंसेस हम फाइंड कर सकते हैं. इसका सिंपली मतलब यह है कि अगर हमको 6 मिला, एक बार अगर 6 मिला हमको, समझो, इफ वी गेट वन ओनली वन अकरेंस ऑफ 6, देन वी कैन चूज 6 टू बी डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम दिस, लाइक हम 6 को इस कोई से भी वैल्यू में एक बार ट्रांसफॉर्म कर सकते हैं. अगर दूसरी बार मिला तो अगेन वापस इस सारी वैल्यूज में से कोई भी एक वैल्यू में वी कैन चूज एनी वैल्यूज फ्रॉम हियर 1, 6, 11, 16 एंड ऑल, and we can directly transform 6 to these values, one of these values. Okay, so what we do, we just simply do the frequency track, like suppose whatever value is there, let's take this example. It is very good example, like first time I failed in this, I was failed in this example जो टेस्ट केस मैंने सबमिट किया था उसमें ये वाला एग्जांपल. एक मिनट, लेट मी जस्ट शो यू. See this example. Okay, so see, we would track for the frequency of this is the module of value, whatever value is nums of I is. Okay, what we like whatever modulo nums of I mode value, we would take the frequency array or frequency data structure. Let's say data structure at this time. I will explain later which data structure. So see, everybody knows like it would be unordered map for the direct order of one access time. Okay, unordered map. So see, key value pair would be what? Key value pair would be what? Nums of I mode value would be our key, and this value would be what? Its occurrence. Okay, so I would track the all the occurrence of this element after taking the modulo of it with the value. So let's have a quick go through from this problem. So see, our first element is this. So my first would be like map, unordered map would be 3 1 times. Okay, 0, next element 0 1 times 3. Now since it is 3 already present, so I would directly just plus this one, so it would become 2. Now 2 1 times, next element 4, 4 is also not present, so it would be also in 1 time. 4 after that 2, so 2 it is already present, so it would become 2 1 1, so 1 it would be 2. 0 is also there, so 2, and 4, see 4 is also here, so 2. Okay, so now this is our what? Frequency map. And see, now we would go for 0. Okay, so 0 is also there, so since we have used this 0, so now directly I will reduce this 2 as 1. Okay, and now I have to go for 1. 1 is also there, so I would directly reduce this one. Now I would watch for 2. 2 is also here, so I would directly decrease the 1, like decrease the frequency of 2 by 1. And 2 is also present, so now I would search for 3. 3 is also present, so एक उसमें भी डिक्रीज करेंगे. नाउ देखेंगे 4 के लिए 4 भी प्रेजेंट है, तो एक करेंगे नाउ. So what? 5 is also there, like next element would be 5, of course, so we have to look for 5. So since we have not stored the element as it is, like suppose if 5 would have been occurred, like 5 अगर आता, just assume कर लीजिए कि 5 अगर इस nums of value में आ भी जाता, तो हम एट द एंड उसका मॉड्यूलो वैल्यूज के साथ लेके, जो कि इस केस में 5 mod 5, हम उसका 0 में ट्रांसफॉर्म कर चुके होते और उसको फ्रीक्वेंसी मैप में स्टोर करा चुके होते. सपोज 6 अगर आता, लेट्स अज्यूम जस्ट आता अगर, ठीक है, मतलब है नहीं, हम अज्यूम करें कि 6 अगर आता यहाँ पे, तो हम एज इट इज 6 की फ्रीक्वेंसी थोड़ी कर रहे स्टोर, वी आर स्टोरिंग द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ 6 mod 5. सो 6 अगर आ भी जाता तो हम उसका मॉड्यूलो 5 लेके उसका 1 जो आता उसका फ्रीक्वेंसी स्टोर करते ना. सो सिंस 5 इज देयर, सो वी वुड लुक फॉर 5 mod 5, like 5 nums of I mod value. So in this case it would be 5 mod 5, and it is nothing but 0. So we would look for 0. So since 0 is present here, so we would decrease the frequency of it 0. Now we would go for 6. So we will as I said, we would not directly look for 6. We have transformed 6 into like modulo 5. Okay, so we would look for modulo 5, so which is nothing but 1. 1 is also there, so I will decrease 1 from this frequency of 1. Now for the same 6 mod 5 is nothing but 2, so 2 is also there, so 0. Now I'll directly look for 8 mod 5, which is nothing but what? 3 is also here, 0. 9 mod 5, which is nothing but what? 9 mod 5 is nothing but 0. Okay, it is 4, and we like 0, or decrease this 1 to 0. And now we'll look for 10, next element 10. So see, we will not directly look for 10, but either of it we will look for 10 mod 5, which is what, which is nothing but 0. सो हम देखेंगे कि जीरो पे जो है ये मैप में उसकी और फर्दर हमको फर्दर अकरेंस मिल सकते हैं कि नहीं. सो सी इन दिस केस वी ऑलरेडी यूज्ड टू जीरोस लाइक टू दिस zero value, and now we are again looking for 0, but since we have no further recurrence of this, so we cannot generate this 10. Okay, so we are able to generate this 1 up till 1 2 3 and up to this 9, but this 10 we cannot form 10 with the help of any operation, with the help of transforming these nums of value into whatever the modulo well or whatever. Okay, so हम जब ट्रैक करते करते आए 0 से 1 से 2 से 3, तब हमने देखा कि 10 जो आ रहा है उसको हम फॉर्म ही नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि जो ऑलरेडी दो जीरो थे हमको पहले हम ऑलरेडी यूज कर चुके हैं. अगर हम ये यूज नहीं करते और उसको 10 में बनाते तो हमारा मैक्स तो डायरेक्टली वही आ जाता है. जैसे देखिए फॉर एग्जांपल वी आर डीलिंग विथ लाइक 0 we are using 1 0, okay, and 1 2 3 whatever, and suppose 5 पे हमने ये यूज नहीं किया, 5 पे हमने ये वाला यूज ही नहीं किया, 6 पे किया, 7 पे किया, 8 पे किया, 9 पे एंड 10 पे. So our zero would be what? Our zero would be nothing but only 1. एक ही zero हमारा use हुआ है. See, I am explaining here. See, if my zero has 2 occurrence, now for 1 0, I'll look for 0. I am using this one, and after 1 2 whatever and 5 I am not choosing here. And after the next, suppose सारे एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट है यहाँ पे, सारे के सारे एलिमेंट प्रेजेंट है, लेकिन उसका कोई फायदा ही नहीं होगा जब 5 ही प्रेजेंट नहीं है यहाँ पे, तो हम आगे बढ़ ही नहीं सकते. तो मैक्स इसका क्या ही हो जाएगा, 5 ही हो जाएगा. लेकिन हमको इसको करना है मैक्सिमाइज, सो हमको ये लेना ही पड़ेगा, हमारे पास ऑप्शन नहीं है, हमको ये 5 को ही यूज करना पड़ेगा. इस 0 को यूज करके हमको 5 ही बनाना पड़ेगा, तभी जाके हमारा मैक्स जो है ये मैक्सिमाइज्ड होगा. समझे? ओके, सो इन हियर we have arrived at the 10. Since we have no further 0 left, so we would directly return the 10 from here. Okay, so whatever our basic idea is, see, our basic idea is what I would directly store the let's just quickly go through the code. Okay, see, this is the code. See, I am using this unordered map for tracking which is frequency, for tracking the occurrence of the this. Why am I doing this? X mod value plus value, suppose value is 5 वैल्यू है हमारी, ठीक है, और कोई एलिमेंट आया है -7. सो सी our -7 mod 5, what it would be, -7 mod 5, it would be nothing but what, -2. Okay, and -2, like the modulo can't be negative in this case, max case, mex, we are only considering the positive value. So again we will do +5 mod 7. See, -2 plus 3 mod 7, it would be 7. 3, or okay, sorry, it's 3. Okay, and suppose if only positive element occurred, say 2, so I will do 2 mod 7, which would be 7, which would be 2, and this x mod value plus value, again we are adding 7, and again we are taking mod of 7, so it would be nothing but what, 9 mod 7, and it would be again come to this 2. Okay, so see what we are looking, we are observing that from -7 we are getting this modulo which is valid, and from 2, if it is already positive, then we are also getting this 2. Okay, so we are like actually having the positive modulo values by this. So that is why I have done this x mod val plus val and whole mod val. Okay, so as I mentioned, the frequency array will store the frequency of whatever x mod val. So ये सारी की x, सारी nums of I mod x की जो वैल्यू है, जितने भी टाइम्स वो अकर्ड होती है, वो हम सारी की सारी फ्रीक्वेंसी में स्टोर करेंगे. और कब तक हम देखेंगे, जैसे कि मैंने बोला था, जैसे देखिए 0 पे हमने चेक किया था, 0 के लिए अकरेंस के लिए 0 पे डायरेक्ट 0 किया था. फिर 5 पे हमने क्या देखा था, 5 पे हमने डायरेक्टली 5 नहीं देखा था, क्योंकि इफ 5 अगर होता भी है में, तो हम क्या करते उसका 5 से 5 मोड ले लेते और इसको हम ट्रांसफॉर्म कर देते 0 में. सो वी वर लुकिंग फॉर व्हाट, दिस एक्स सी मोड वैल्यू. ओके, दिस. सो हम नेक्स्ट ट्राइवर्सल में सी मोड वैल्यू के लिए, 5 आ गया तो 5 नहीं बट 5 मोड 5 0 के लिए हम लोग वॉट एवर द अनऑर्डर मैप वी विल लुक फॉर 0 इनटू इट. ओके, सो एंड अगेन सपोज नेक्स्ट 10 तक हम आ जाते सक्सेसफुली, 1 से 0 से 9 हमको मिल जाते हैं. सो नाउ वी वुड लुक फॉर 10. So 10 we would not directly go for the 10, but instead of it we would directly go for mod 5. It would be nothing but 10 mod 5 is 0. So we would go for 0. So if the frequency of 0 is greater than 0, then we would go for c equals to 11. And if it is not, then we will directly return that value. It would be nothing but our max. Understood? Or suppose I generated all the values up till like 0, from 0 to 9, and now I look for the 10. So 10, I am doing what, 10 mod 5, and which is 0, but now I have no further zeros. all the occurrence of zero, I've used the frequency of zero. Now it is showing as zero. So this condition would break. See, frequency of this condition would break, and if it would be breaked, then I'll directly return this value, that value. In this case, if I don't get zeros for 10, then I'll directly return the 10. It would be nothing but what? My max value, MEX. Okay, understood the problem? So you have to just simply understand what the max is. Okay, so wait, see, here is the code. It would get submitted. Obviously, I submitted it earlier, but will be see this. Okay, so just understand what the max is, and if you find any difficulty understanding this problem, then simply you can just go and rewatch the video. And if you like the video, then please like it and share it with your friends and do subscribe. Okay, happy lit coding, happy coding. If spelling mistake is there, then pardon me. Okay, goodbye. See you.